Hi campers, welcome back to another video. This week on Educating Ellie, we're talking about NaNoWriMo. What a surprise! If you didn't know, I'm doing NaNoWriMo this year. So today is Saturday the 11th of November, and tomorrow Beth and I are packing our bags and going on our merry way. We're going on a writer's retreat. I too am unsure what I think about this. I am very excited, but I also have no clue what a writer's retreat really entails. Beth and I have been talking about doing a writer's retreat for as long as I can remember, since we were 15 or 16, and we went to Spain together on holiday and we walked along this massive beach, and we were like, wouldn't it be so cool one year to just jet set off somewhere and write a book and be inspired by everything around us and forget about the rest of the world. Turns out that's quite difficult to do when you have a job, so we have compromised. And tomorrow we are off to Gloucester for one night. I am also intrigued to see how many words I will get written, because it's very likely that we'll just get distracted and not write anything. We are going to a castle called St. Brevedils, and it's supposedly one of the most haunted castles or buildings in all of Gloucester. Not England, Gloucester. I will take you with me, of course. All you lovely lot can come along to Gloucester and keep me in check. This could be a total failure. It could be the best thing that's ever happened to either of us. We could meet our true loves in a castle in Gloucester, who knows? We could write the next best-selling novel, or we could sleep in bunk beds that sound like they're going to break in half and fall on top of one another. I'm just outlining the options. Enough chatter, let's go. Morning! So Beth,
Ellie.
what do you want to get out of this weekend?
A whole thing.
I was thinking in terms of writing.
Oh.
I think my biggest fear is that we're justifying this writer's retreat and we're going to end up doing absolutely no writing.
No, we are doing writing. I'm determined. I need this.
We want to write, that's a good goal.
Yeah.
How many words do we want to write?
At least 5,000.
5,000. Is it too early to listen to a Christmas album?
Yes, it is.
To Malvern. It's very hilly. It's an area of outstanding natural beauty, so we thought what better place to stop on our road trip, and appreciate the lovely English countryside and maybe have a coffee, sit down and do some writing. Look at all the pretty colours. Ooh. The cafe that we wanted to go to was shut, so then we walked down a hill and went to a different cafe and had lovely crumble and scones, and it was very nice. How many words have we written so far, Beth? That would be 0. Trino! Hi guys, Future Ellie here. I thought I'd better pop up to explain what on earth goes on in the last half of this video, because, as always, my vlogging skills leave little to be desired. So when we finally did arrive at the castle, we were an hour early for check-in, which left us with very little to do other than walk around this sort of quaint little English village on the top of a hill that basically consisted of a church and a castle and a couple of other houses. It was very much like being in Hot Fuzz. And of course, because we were with Beth, where did we end up going? Where are we going, Beth?
We're going to somewhere I like to call my home away from home. The graveyard.
god! It looks so cool! We were the only people who were staying in the castle other than 14 men on a walking holiday. We were just in a room, a 10-bedroom room to ourselves, and one of the walls of our room was one of the original castle walls, which was very cool. But there was no Wi-Fi in our room. The only place in the castle that you could get Wi-Fi was in the chapel, which was kind of the common room where everyone spent their time. So we chilled out there for the early evening with the men and the internet. I'm looking up hauntedrooms.com, and I found this little bit about the state apartment, which is the room that Beth and I are staying in. And there's quite a lot of creepy stuff. So people have reported frequent sounds of curtains closing, even though they're already closed, footsteps at the side of beds, footsteps along the corridor, scratching coming from doors and the walls. And they believe that the spirit behind these noises is that of a young girl that has been seen at the end of the corridor, dressed in white. I feel like this would be a perfect place to write if you were writing a ghost story. Did you encounter any ghosts at all last night?
I did not.
Me neither.
They were asleep.
They were very quiet today, very subdued. I can't work out whether I'm disappointed or relieved, because I did have a very good night's sleep. I think the creepiest thing was almost walking into a man in the bathroom. At 7 o'clock we had dinner in the Great Hall. The walkers were there, as were me and Beth, and we were separated from them in this dining hall, and there was a little table reserved for the two of us, as if we were on some kind of weird date, which we weren't. I was hoping to sit with all the strangers at dinner, but no, we were separated. On the other side, nobody wanted to talk to us. And then after that we decided that the most productive thing at this point, because bearing in mind we'd written nothing yet, was to go back to our room and just write, which is what we did until the early hours of the morning, really. Once we got going, we were quite productive, actually. We sat next to the radiator and we beasted it out.
Your little called Christopher.
I like that.
Matter.
Or Wolfgang. You know that bit in Doctor Who with the adipose where the hand reaches out from the fat and it's like...
Ew.
That is what's happening here, it's like that. And we didn't stop there. The next morning we woke up and we went on our merry way. We had to check out quite early. We had a breakfast with a lovely view, and then we drove into Monmouth and we sat there in coffee number 1 for a few hours and wrote some more, and actually it was very productive, and I feel pleased to announce that I wrote 4,276 words. So let's say that this writer's retreat was successful, and I could recommend, if you are doing NaNoWriMo, that going on a writer's retreat might be a good idea, even if it's just for 24 hours like we did. And I think I'll end the video there. Hope your NaNoWriMo week 3 went as well as ours did. Bye! Hi guys! If you liked this video, make sure to give it a like, and if you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button down there. If you're doing NaNoWriMo, I want to hear about it in the comments. How are you doing? How was your week? Do you have any helpful hints and tips? I'd love to hear them. See you next week!